Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pop.
Shots of Brown, baby. We got the one and
Appreciate
only.
y'all having me, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. We had to. Got the one and only Stacy Brookshire. Let's wait and get some people in here right quick, man.
Yeah, we ain't no rush. I ain't no rush. We're gonna give him some good shit. Give him some real shit. Give him some authentic shit. No lies detected.
Yeah, we're gonna get all the way into it tonight, bro.
Huh?
We're gonna get all the way into it tonight. Can you hear me good?
Yes, sir. I can hear you good.
All right. Okay.
Fucking with this Webby.
How's that West Coast treating you, man?
Oh man, it's beautiful, man, out here, man. I want to give a shout out, man, to Uno. You know what I'm saying? Uno Red, West. You know what I'm saying? S Flex. You know what I'm saying? Some of the Vegas greats. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. Definitely give a shout out to my nephew King Yellow. Cal.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out King Yellow.
Yes, sir. King Yellow the Great. Thug life. Thug life with no life. Y'all know what it is. That Webby. I want to give some real shit, man. They tired of all this skits, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
We don't want no more skits. We want some real authentic shit. You feel me?
Right. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into it.
We got time. We got time. It's all real right here, y'all. Ain't nothing about this goddamn animated. Everything come off this tongue. City. No lies detected. Straight out of Gary, Indiana.
All right, man. So look, man, we know you let's get into some history, man, of who you are, man.
Man, I'm Stacy Brookshire, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of Gary, Indiana from Fifth Avenue. I'm a brotherhood one way. I'm a gang member. You know what I'm saying? We can transform that into an organization. We ain't here to hurt people. We here to help people. You know what I'm saying? But I was struggling as a youngster. You know what it is.
Right. So how was it growing up in Gary, Indiana, man?
Man, in Gary, Indiana, man, it's a very dark place. You know what I'm saying? It was hell on wheels. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people don't understand our struggle when they think they do. You know what I'm saying? See, one thing about Gary, Indiana, we don't have no lights where we can go to and relieve our stress. We got to deal with it daily because we live in the alley. The whole city is just like, it's a dark place. We don't even got street lights.
Damn, that's crazy.
We had to have fun with each other in the stand. We couldn't run down the street and go to the jumpies and that was hard, man. But I made it through. You know what I'm talking about? I really was gangbang. I really was doing my thing.
So when was this? What era did you grow up in Indiana? Was this the 90s? What was this?
When I hit the streets, man, and started thugging, it was in 1980. It was in 1984, 1985 when I started gangbanging, started doing my thing. You know, I started this gang called Brotherhood One Way, the Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? But it was another gang that came about that was called the One Ways, which was Manny Hawk, the chief Manny Hawk. So when I was about 13, 14, you know what I'm saying, we was started my little gang, and then they came and we collided with them, you know what I'm saying? So we became BHOW, you know what I'm saying, Brotherhood One Way.
Okay.
And then I just started thugging in the streets, man, gang banging and doing my thing, from hood to hood. You know what I'm saying? From hood to hood, I was just making a name for myself. See, a lot of people gotta understand this. You might have wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever your profession was. You can't judge me for wanting to be a gangster. That's just the way it was with me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've grown over the years. You know what I'm saying? But that was my occupation. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm here to give back. But I'm just telling you my story. So I'm not glorifying this. But I still want you to know the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So then, we gang banging. I built my name. I was terrorizing everything. You know what I'm saying? Anything that came about, I was terrorizing. I was 5'7", 160 pounds, and I'm talking about I was carrying my weight all through the city. You know what I'm talking about? And then some niggas from Chicago named Julia Benjamin Price, and a nigga named Rock came to Chicago, and they kept, man, who was this nigga Stacy Brookshire? Who was this nigga Stacy Brookshire? Because that's all you was hearing. You know what I'm saying? And they caught up, we run down Fifth with my gang. We was about 20 deep. I got my shirt off. I'm really gang banging. I'm really that nigga in Gary. You know what I'm talking about? So they didn't know about money. Shout out to Rick Ballard and them niggas before us. But I'm talking about I was a superhero. I became a superhero. I became powerful in my city. You know what I'm talking about? But I was a little gang banging, pass hank, you know, doing my thing. And the Chicago niggas came, man. Little nigga, man, don't you get some money, man? And woo. So they pulled me to the side, put a bag in my pocket. Then I became notorious. I started pushing them all through the city. Then they took me to Chicago. I met one of the big travelers out there named Tiger when I was 14. You know, so I started gang banging and getting money. You know what I'm saying? Certified stepper.
Okay.
Got a book out about my life too.
Right, I was gonna ask you about the book.
Yeah, I got it's called Let the Truth Be Told. You know what I'm talking about my federal case, how my life began. You know, it's something like an outpost story, but you didn't get my story because we didn't have the platform. But it was like an outpost story, the rise and fall of Stacy Brookshire. You know, I ran my city with an iron fist. I was all over the town. You know what I'm saying? With every organization. So the nefarious part, you know what I'm saying? Years down the line. You know what I'm talking about?
Right,
I was the first nigga in the city with the gold rims, the rag tops, the money, the jewelry. I was like a Michael Jackson in our city. You know what I'm saying? I was like Michael Jackson. I used to pull up to the schools, and they used to chase the cop. It was big. It was heavy for me. They used to have to walk me out the back of the school because I drew too many people. Because they didn't know about that lifestyle, the fancy shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was all the way in New York, 14, 15 years old, first class, out there in the Apple days, thugging. Yeah.
Right. So let me ask you though, what kind of home did you come from? Did you come with, you know, was you raised with your mother and father?
I came from a beautiful mother, but a dangerous father. So that's my father growing up. My father was a real man. He provided for us all the way around the board, man. But it was a different kind of raising. You know, I was child abused as a child. I watched my mother be beat as a child. You know, so I became aggressive. My story deep. And my mother was one of the strongest women I ever seen in my life. My daddy ain't never let us miss a meal. But he just was a dangerous man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I took that part of my daddy. And it just made me aggressive and angry. So at 14, I left the street because I got tired of seeing my mother crying. And then one day, by this time, I had my own gang. Before I started getting money, I had my own gang. And I told my dad, you can't hit my mama no more. Unless you want to, you know, meet the dirt.
Right. And you said you was 14 at this point?
It's real clear. You got to get the book. It's a real movie. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with me. I'm a real movie. And it's really true. You know, just like you got the Frank Nitties, the Outposts, what you call it, boy? Big Meaches. And we got stories too in Gary, Indiana. And ain't no story out of Gary, Indiana bigger than mine. Can't no nigga in the city tell you anything different. Shout out to niggas before me like Rick Ballard, Manny Hawk, and all them guys. But I took the game to another level.
Right. So you got respect in your city at a young age.
Tall respect. I'm still relevant from 1984 to 2023. I still got the juice.
So around what time was it when you caught the Fed case?
I caught the Fed case in 1999. 1999, I caught the Fed case. Couple niggas, rat niggas told on me, got me locked up. I went in. They sent me a record deal in the mail. I had a big record company going on called Brookshire Mafia. You can look us up. That's what Lil Gangster. You know what I'm saying? Sean G. You know what I'm saying? My little cousin. You know, I was doing my music. You know what I'm saying? You had other record groups too, though. But, you know, I was doing my thing. They sent me a record deal in the mail. I was over in Chicago. I was going to Chicago, give me 3 keys of cocaine. And my mama called me. She like, Stacy, you got a record deal. You got a record deal. Because the way we came out, Brookshire Mafia, I followed the trend of Master P. I had a bunch of artists. I got my cover dealt with pen and pencil back in the day. I was getting huge money. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing huge shit. You know, so she called me. She said, baby, you got a record deal in the mail. You got a record deal. Man, you know, I'm in my Lexus cream cherry. You know, I'm jiggy nigga. You know, I'm talking about young boy. So
right.
I say, fuck these 3 keys, because my mama tell me in this letter, baby, it say some figures, money figures. So I jump on the highway going to see my guy Tiger out west, big old Tiger, big old traveler. I turn around, but this old days, y'all. This ain't nothing going on now. This really a story. My life is really a movie. It's really a story. Y'all really got to get attuned with who I am. So I jump in. I say, man, fuck that. I got my nigga, who with one of my buddies with me. We going to get some bricks. Fuck the bricks. I turn around. You know, so I get to the crib, running the crib, my mama crib. What the letter at? I read the letter. Ooh, man, Universal just got, ooh. At this time, I'm going to see my cousin, Lorenz Tate, Minister Society. Oh, dog, that's my cousin, my first cousin on my mama's side. His mama named Peggy. Peggy, that's my mama's cousin. So I go to see him. We got all us going to Michigan City Beach. And I'm telling everybody I got a record deal and woo, woo, woo. Nigga, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm already getting money. I'm already sitting on 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. They tricked me. I go to this motherfucking hotel. I got about 60,000 in my pocket, in my briefcase, right? Whole bunch of promotional stuff in that motherfucker. And I go in this motherfucking hotel on US 30 in Maryville, right outside of Gary. I walk in that motherfucker, right? And this lady was sitting there, this white Caucasian lady. She got all my promotion stuff, my CDs, my posters, everything, bro. This true story, man, on my nickel, man. On my gang side, brotherhood, man. So I walk in that motherfucker, got my briefcase, got my jewelry on, got about 20, 30,000 of jewelry on. So I come in there, she like sitting there. I'm in this big, beautiful hotel now, young nigga. I'm about 24, 25. So she's like, yeah, we done heard a lot about you. And now I'm notorious in the city, man. Like notorious. You talking about? So I come in that motherfucker, I got my money, I got my 6,000 in my briefcase. I'm just stunned because at that time I was following the Cash Money Millionaires and the Master P lingo. So I'm stunned, you know. But I was already stunned for Cash Money. But I just really was trying to, you know, follow their little situation in the music shit. So she said, yeah, they want to meet you upstairs and get your contracts together. I opened up my briefcase. She's like, oh, Lord, why you got all that money? So she takes me on upstairs, right?
Right.
It's a true story. My whole city know about this. I goes upstairs. Joe, she opened the door, Charlie. Bang, FBI. Nigga, man, my heart dropped. I say, whoa. They say, Mr. Brookshire, have a seat. We couldn't get you because you got too many cars and too many houses. You too many places. Everywhere we thought you was, you wasn't.
Damn.
So I'm like, damn, y'all bad motherfuckers, man. Y'all send a nigga a record deal. And this true story, my nigga. But they don't got this in the public. But the city know this. It's all the newspapers and everything. So
right.
They sat down. Here's what they tell me. We don't, because at this time I used to pay police off. I was involved with police corruption. I was really deep in the game. So they say, Mr. Brookshire, we know you're dealing with a lot of polices and police corruption. You're paying people off and blah, blah, blah. You're running organized crime, blah, blah. I say, man, listen here. I ain't doing nothing. Woo, 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 woo. They say, we got some sales on you. We don't want you. We want this police officer named Corey House. Now, Corey House is one of the viciousest police officers in America. If you ever watch this, he had caught a case for a triple homicide. He was all over the world. There was 3 police out of Gariana called triple homicide. That's who I used to deal with. That was my partner. But you know, he wasn't, I'm not gonna say he was committing crimes or nothing. That wasn't what he was doing. I'm just saying me and him had, so you know, he used to make sure I was cool.
Right.
So now he wasn't in no crime, he was just a big gangster though. Which everybody that fucked with him was. And I just was one of the strong niggas that was in the hood that was really, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't let me get this, don't get this fucked up. There's a bunch of gangsters in my city. I just was one of the motherfuckers that was I was a different kind of, I don't know what it was, but I was welcome everywhere. And they loved me. So they say, look, man, we don't want you. We want Corey House. We want to bring these police down. At that time, our city had a bunch of corrupt police. I was the only one in. I was the only one in. I was a real gangster. I was the only one in. Man, I'm talking about, man, my life is real, man. It was big, it was heavy, and I was doing my thing, and I was very respected. But anyway.
Right.
Anyway, they say, look, man, all we want you to do is put on a wire and go in the police station and ask House something and pay him. I said, man, I ain't doing all that, man. I'm woo-woo, right? So they say, well, listen to this. He said, listen to this. So he played the recorder. They got me on the half-ounce sale from a Concord nigga named Bum Bum. His name was Bum Bum. He set me up. That's cool. Now, I say, okay, y'all got it, nigga, woo-woo-woo. I had my little cousin with me. His name was Brookshire. I didn't let him go up because I didn't want him to know. I was being thirsty. I didn't want him to know the deal they was finna get. Because I was gonna cut them the deal. So I'm glad I was thirsty though. You know what I'm saying? So he got mad and like, oh, he's like, man, I want to go up too. I'm like, nah, you go sit your ass in the car with my little cousin named Brookshire. Brookshire is one of the biggest families in Gary. Shout out to the Ballards and the Ovals and the Bonds. I love giving these guys shout outs, man, and things like that because they deserve it.
Right. So how did the snitch allegations come about?
I'm finna get to that. I gotta tell you from the beginning. You know what I'm saying right here. So boom, they say, man, put on this wire and we're gonna cut you a deal, woo-woo. I say, all right, let me go take my cousin home, and then I'm gonna come back and we can do business. I took my cousin home and ran them, but they took my 60,000. But I didn't go back because I ain't never walked around the motherfucking my entire life. I die before I do that. I still stand on that today, on this big old gang sign. My city know that.
You said they kept the briefcase full of money. 60
cash. I didn't fuck that money. I was just trying to get up out the joint.
Right.
So I could run and go pay my attorney. I had an attorney named Tom Lewis. And Jerry. Tom Lewis died. Jerry still living. Good man. He ended up catching a fair case too. Because I was thugging with all criminals. You know what I'm talking about? So, all
right, so you end up dropping your cousin off.
This is what they do. I run for about 2 weeks. My daddy, they kept going by the feds, kept going by my daddy house. So my daddy like, man, go and turn your shit. So I give my lawyer 20,000, go back up there with him, and they trick me and they arrest my ass. Go to jail. I'm in jail 2 years before these other rap niggas come into jail. They try to put a body on me. Now I'm finna take a 20-year plea, 15 to 20 years, standing on my motherfucking square. I get a call. My nigga Sambino, he got a Garyana. I'm calling out names because everything about me is reality and identity.
That's respect.
I call my lawyer. I say, hey, I want to go take that 15, hands down. He say, bet. He come back that evening. My case manager called me and said, Brooks, the lawyer want to talk to you. I go to the phone. I said, man, what's up? I'm ready to sign that shit now. Because they was giving out niggas. Back in 1999, bro, on the nickel, they was giving out motherfucker 100 years for a dime rock. So I say, let me get that 15, get out these people way.
You was getting off good with the 15.
Man, it was a dub. You could have gave me a dub, I would have been thankful. So I go in this all true story. I go in the motherfucking case man room, talk to my lawyer. He say, man, they coming up with murder after murder, and this, that, and the other. These guys, whoever these guys is, just came to me, building 2 years later and put you in a case. I say, what? What? Let me tell you something, man, to this day. When I caught my Fed case, man, and everything I'm saying, man, I stand on it. The nigga I was dealing with ain't never seen a jail cell. Do you hear the words come out of my mouth? He living right now today. And a nigga on the planet Earth in jail right now because of me. No wiretap, no nothing. But when they got a chance to say I'm a snitch, I'm gonna tell you how it happened. They ran with it because the jealousy, the envy, and who I am. I'm a superstar in my city. I'm really a superstar in the whole world once they open the door. Because I ain't done. But anyway, so I say, what? He say, yeah, somebody gonna put you in a murder and say you killed this person. Because in the paper they say I'm a suspect of several homicides. Blah, 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 blah. Just blowing shit up, lying on a nigga. I say, oh no. I'm locked up 2 years for these rap niggas coming to the building. 2 years for these rap niggas coming to the building. Now I'm gonna get to this. I want you to see my eyes. I say, so what they talking about? They like, man, they don't want to fuck with you because you won't give them the police officers. You don't want to talk to them. You know, you don't want to fuck with them. I hate rats, man. You understand the word? I hate them. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, if you do somehow in your way, take care of your business. Now, everything ain't snitching. Let me explain something to you. If I see a nigga kill a child in front of me, guess where he going? He going to jail. Because I'm intelligent to know the difference. If the police say, who killed this child, guess where that nigga going? Because he going to jail. Because I'm a gangster. And that's what gangsters do. They send niggas like that to jail. They got the concept fucked up about gangsters. So here it is. So I say, damn, no shit. So I'm sick. I'm like, 2 years, and here come these Bama niggas in here trying to say I murdered a nigga. My life real. My life a true story. I'm the biggest nigga in the city.
All right, so let me ask you this. Over the last couple of days, you and Crip Mac's manager, y'all been going back and forth online.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to leave the fans not knowing what happened with the snitch shit. Let me tell them about the snitch shit right quick.
Right,
so when I go to my nigga Sambino's cell, I say, man, this nigga trying to hit me with a murder now. Blah, 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 blah. He like, man, shit, man, them niggas crazy, man. 2 years I was locked up, and here come this rap nigga, this rap group. So boom, they go in there, whatever, tell them all this shit. So I said, man, you know what? Tell the prosecutor I want to talk to him. And that's where it went. I said, hell yeah, man, we was cooking the kids. You can go look it up. Because I got them niggas off my ass. And that's what it is. Nobody else went to jail on my case, none of my connects, nobody. I got them rat niggas off. You know what I'm talking about? That's all that was. Now go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, you know, over the last couple of days, I made a post on my Instagram. Crip Mac's manager, Christopher Lovejoy, 600. He was saying that there was paperwork on the snitch allegations.
I just told you that been since 1999. That paperwork been hanging up since 1999. All the gangsters all across the world cleared. Now I walk the worst prisons in the world. I'm really a gangster. Like, ain't nothing fake about me. I go anywhere in the world, I stand up. Ain't nobody can come on this live and say I ain't been home for 20 years since I've been out the feds in every alley doing the same gangster shit. Because and still
so
because they know my story.
How's the love and respect for you now in Gary, Indiana?
Man, the love is, if you go to Brookshire Mafia, you'll see me in the street with all the youngsters. I just left home.
Okay.
Ain't nothing changed. I'm still the biggest nigga in the city. Ain't
still
nothing changed.
Still the same shit.
Same shit. Still well respected. Because they know one thing. Just like me. Now, I just always got to respect my gangsters. I respect my gangsters. But you're going to respect me too. You cross the gun line, I'm going to handle my business what gangsters do.
Right.
It's just simple as that. That's anywhere in the world.
So let's get into it. You know, you was beefing online with Freddie Gibbs for a minute. And
okay.
We know that he's from Gary, Indiana as well.
Freddie Gibbs is one of my brothers, right? Here it is with Freddie Gibbs. I ain't never mad at Gibbs. Tell you why. We was going back and forth. He made shirts, you know, because this is what he was doing. My story, when I got locked up, it never died because of who I was in Stacy, Brookshire, and Gary, Indiana. So everybody, Stacy, Brookshire, they never let me die because I really put an impact on the city in the gritty, grimy, scumbag world. You know what I'm saying? I really put an impact on that as far as teaching motherfuckers about money, fancy shit, and all that. So my name will never die. So I get out of jail. Here's an opportunity. Man, let me go at this nigga. This gonna get my street cred up. It was all good. He went at me, shot. The whole city was tagging at me. But, you know, they were just doing the internet shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still in the hood, doing my thing. They were just internet, which was cool. I entertained it. Let them get their bag. Let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But nobody never, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the clubs like this here. While they steady on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? Because they knew. Don't cross the gun line. This all real talk. Everything I'm saying, real talk.
So was you and Freddie Gibbs able to chop it up and squash it, or how that work out?
Because he wanted to do a movie on my chief, which is Matty Hawkins, the leader of the One Ways. I'm the leader of the Brotherhood, Second Wave, which was me, Antoine Hood, Alvin, Ron, Stu, D, Lil Man, a lot of different guys, you know what I'm saying, Daniel Ford, Esther Harris, niggas like that, you know what I'm talking about, Lovey. It was another game. You know what I'm saying? We was Brotherhood, we was kings of all kings of the Brotherhood was Eddie Lackett, Eddie Pointer, but then I took over. I told them they got to scoot over a little bit. Respect to my guy.
That's dope that y'all was able to be able to get over that.
Huh?
I said that's dope. Y'all was able to chop it up and get over that.
Yeah, we chopped it up. We were just chopping it up because he wanted to. I sent him down now. He went out now because he was going to do a show out in Gary. He needed some security because a lot of niggas try to turn on him because they think that he owe him something when he don't. So he called my chief, which is his chief, the One Way, Matty Hawk, and they was going to secure him on my blessing. Right. On my blessing. So,
all right, so look, son.
Yeah. Me and Freddie Gibbs, we all right, man. But Freddie Gibbs is, he not this. I'm the voice of Gary, Indiana. I'm the one who can tell you the stories, but I'm the one that this and that. Freddie Gibbs a rapper out of Gary, Indiana. That you know, so we respect and we gonna stand behind.
Right. So let's get into it, man. My first time ever hearing about you was, you know, when you went viral with the whole Crip Mac's dad thing. So, you know, break it down to the people and you know, let us know how that all came about. You know, how the Crip Mac dad thing came about, how y'all going back and forth on the internet. Just break down the whole situation for us.
Okay, I was on the internet, man. I fell in love with Crip Mac. True story. I fell in love with his soul, his heart, and I see his struggle. Because I know my struggle. I come from an alley. You know what I'm saying? I left home at 14, you know what I'm saying, and lived in dope houses and got on drugs and everything you could think of. So I seen his struggle. So I took a liking to him. And when he got jumped on, I really wanted to go to LA and get in their business because he had my heart that deep.
Right,
you know
yeah.
Because he really a good dude. Right. So I got on the internet and was saying, man, this shit fucked up, man. How they gonna jump on a nigga, man, that's loving on this shitty, loving on this gang, and we walk the walk. And the shitty, everybody starts saying, that's Crip Mac daddy. I even told them, I'm not Crip Mac daddy. I'm just a concerned gangster for another concerned gangster. Right. But they ran with it. I seen the way. I just tapped in to the universe because I want my story to be told.
Right.
So I tapped into the universe because I got something to give the world. Once I give them my story, I want to tell them what God did for me. You feel what I'm saying? And why I'm still here to be able to tell you this today. I want my movie out. I want things done. I want to get other people's situation done. Because a lot of these people with the money ain't going to help the people with the real voices.
Right.
That's another story.
So what was it that made Crip Mac respond to you?
He responded, I'm going to beat your ass and blah, 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 blah. So he came. And then once he did that, oh, nigga, you the op now. Now I got to bust your head. So then we started going back and forth.
Right.
So he got on the blog and said he wanted to fight me, which was Status Update. Shout out to Status Update. That's a big, huge blog. He once got FBG, Doug, King Young, all them. He was been dealing with them. They blew him up. You know what I'm saying? He major. So he got on there and said, man, y'all gonna beat him up when I get out of jail, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Okay, stand on that. What's the problem now? Stand on that. Then here come the goofy, Chris, what's his name? Christopher Love, John, talking about I ain't big enough, nigga. Crip Mac big in the metaverse YouTube universe. I'm really a gangster, really in the real world, well known. The difference. But they ducking me. So I don't understand like why I can't get my fade. And you sit up and say, ain't no custer this and no custer that. Nigga, you a custer because you won't stand on your crippling. And it's in the universe that you said you wanted to fight the big dog. So I'm not understanding where we at now. Then you got the Bricc baby, nigga. he disrespect the homegirl from Chicago, so I want to tap his ass.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that. I was gonna hold on. I was gonna get into the Bricc baby situation, but hold up. Let's finish this Crip Mac out.
Okay.
So okay, so you know Crip Mac. So was you ever able to, you know, to reach out to anybody from his team and try to put the fade together?
I talked to his girlfriend on FaceTime. Lily Case. I talked to Crip Mac on FaceTime when he got out. But they ducking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, what's that? I'm gonna holler at you in the morning. He don't really, he want to go in there ring with somebody like Bosco that can't fight. He want to go in the ring with somebody that ain't gonna really hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And ain't really gonna punch his ass. That's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm really going to let out some aggression. Some of this Garyana aggression. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to talk. Try to the fight over with. You know what I'm saying? After I bust your nose, then go feed the homie.
Right. So I seen on an interview Crip Mac recently did. He was saying that you ended up linking with his mother, Mama Bear. So how that ended up happening?
Man, when you speak of Mama Bear, you speaking of a goddess, a soul that's so pure, I can't stop loving her. You understand what I'm saying? Right. You understand what I'm saying? Man, this woman is on a whole nother level of loving and kindness. This is raw talk. This shit here, because I longed for love for many years. I know when it's around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that love that she got on her being is beyond my intelligence. You know what I'm saying? I can't even explain it, but there's no sexual nothing with me and her.
Right.
We came real tight.
Just pure friendship.
Talking and communicating about her son and different situations that was going on with her son. That she was getting a few little advices from me, and I was just giving her a little game, and you know what I'm saying? And we became close. I've talked to Granny Bear. You know, me and Mama Bear always talking, you know what I'm saying, and chopping it up. But they hit her with some politics shit. You know what I'm saying? I actually get off into her business. I let her tell you when you interview her of why she shouldn't deal with me. But here's the thing. These niggas are just running from this fade. You can't never try to put no snitch shit on me. I'll give a fuck what you say, because I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you're not going to fight me because of no snitch shit, because you'll fight Charleston White. Charleston White got on here plain today and told you I'm calling the police. So I don't want to hear none of that. Stand on your crip.
Right. So damn, that's crazy. So do you think it'll ever go down, or you think they ain't gonna entertain?
I hope somewhere down the line that these niggas, because if it don't happen and one of the niggas don't fight, Bricc baby, one of them, anybody, man, them niggas need to get off the internet, because it's assassinating to everything they stand for. I can't never get on here. This is everything I love on Brotherhood One Way and say I'm gonna fight somebody from LA, New York, North Carolina, South Bend, Indianapolis, and my hometown see me, and I put it on my gang sign, my nation, and I don't do it, and they see these niggas calling me out. That's not Gary, Indiana. That's not Fifth Block. That's a whole nother can of somebody. We really stand on business where I'm from. I would go to LA and fight. A nigga couldn't stop me, because long as I walk alone, because long as God stand with me, you can't defeat me. And no.
So as far as the fight, are you trying to do like a celebrity boxing thing like him and Bosco's doing?
For some reason, they don't want to fight me. And I'm major. So all that shit, I run with stars every day. Right. Every day since a youngster. Shout out to Top Authority.
I think that'd be dope though, because y'all both went viral. Crip Mac's dad. I think that fight is sell.
Man, right now, the fight they finna do right now with him and Bosco, that shit trash. Only person coming is LA or the hood around there. You fight me, nigga, you're gonna have the whole Midwest loading up hotels. You're gonna feed your city, because we gonna pull up.
Right.
So they just trying to come up with any idea. But how you gonna come up with anything when you stood on, you gonna fight me on social media on a big blog called Status Update. Go to Status Update, subscribe, and everything. And watch that nigga say he gonna fight me. But, we understand. Y'all skit gangsters. I don't know about that shit. We don't do that where I'm from.
Would you be willing to fight Christopher Lovejoy, 600?
Man, Christopher Lovejoy is, he don't even, he give me, he's not a gangbanger. He's just a kid, like a college kid or some shit. I would want to hurt him. I wouldn't, he's not my type of person to fight. You know what I'm saying?
You see him boxing though. He said he's 21 and 0.
Sloppy boxer. He's a big goofy. You know what I'm saying? Watch how he boxes. He's big, he's dumb. He's retarded. Like, he's nothing I want to fight, man. Like, nah, I don't want to fight him. I want to fight niggas like Bricc Baby, Crip Mac. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight Bosco because he runs in the ring. I like Nina Boy because he got some swag about himself. So I don't want to fight him. So I'll take Bricc Baby or Crip Mac. Either one of them.
All right, so let's get into it. So how the whole, you've been beefing with Bricc Baby online recently as well. How the whole Bricc Baby situation come about?
The thing with Bricc Baby, he went at FBG Duck Mama. And it's an alliance. Mama Duck. It's an alliance, FBG Duck. You know who they are?
Yeah.
That's Chicago. It's an alliance with Chicago and Gary, Indiana niggas. We locked in for life. So I consider Mama Duck my homegirl. Because Chicago has fed Gary, Indiana since I can remember. This raw truth. So you disrespect Mama Duck, give me the right to tap your ass. See, when I stand up, man, I stand on my square. I stand on my business. That's all I'm here for.
Has Bricc Baby responded to you? Or what's
Bricc Baby trying to play like he's too big, but he not. Not for me. On social media, he might be fancy, but in the real world, he can't call no shots in New York. He can't call no shots in LA. He can't call no shots in. I know a big gangster in every state, every 50 of them. So he good on this shit here. So he gonna play the role like, nigga, you can't clap. I stay in a big pretty house, 3 floors. I got my own car, own money. I do the same shit you do, be the same place you be. You can't downplay me, nigga. Just say you don't want to fight no nigga out of Gary, Indiana, because we not gonna skip with you. We not gonna skip with you. I'm gonna come in there and knock your motherfucking head off. And then it's gonna be cool for you to homeless.
Right. So it ain't no so all this is just strictly internet. It's
internet. Ain't no question. I'm like, these ain't my enemies. They just niggas that need to be. If you not gangster, we just trying to make y'all understand that stop talking like you gangster. You know what I'm saying? If you can't stand on your word, this all about internet. I don't want to take it no farther than that. I'm sure they know I will, and I'm sure they will. I respect them as men. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show them quit playing. Quit lying to the people like you really about that. Quit saying shit out your mouth that you can't stand on. You know what I'm saying?
Crip Mac or Bricc Baby or anybody from their team was watching right now. What would you say to them, bro?
Oh, they definitely watching. I got them all on my shit watching. I got screenshots of them niggas pick-a-boom. I got Cameron from New York watching. Got the all rappers everywhere, man. I ain't no little nigga. I just ain't never had the flow. Now I'm getting the flow a little bit. A lot of shit gonna get exposed. A lot of real shit gonna start happening if they keep running this shit like they running it. A lot of real niggas gonna start speaking. And we not here to destroy for destruction. We here to build, not tear down. But this is the way we gotta be heard. See, when a war, sometimes it costs blood to get your point across. So if I gotta act a fool to get you motherfuckers in the world attention, and that's what I'm gonna do. But my main focus is the youth. Once I get your attention, and to help my people that need to be helped. But I'm gonna do anything I gotta do to get them because God sent me. That's how I'm working. But my life ain't no skit. Nothing I'm doing no skit. Everything I'm doing is authentic. I'm not here tongue wrestling. I'm not here playing. You pop out, I'm gonna pop out on any level because I'm about business. It's real.
So what do you do as far as dealing with the youth?
With the youth, man, I do a lot of praying for the youth. Anytime I see some youngster out in the street, I try to give them what I give them. You know what I'm saying? I'm always reaching to help the youth on every level. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids of my own I'm raising as a single father. So that's what I want to do. I want to leave something here. I want to, I want to do I want to do my part.
Right.
You know, and I'm not no nigga in a suit and tie. I ain't got to be sitting up in nobody's church. I ain't got to be doing none of that to be a man of God.
Right.
God didn't say come here and let a motherfucker slap shit out you. God said when nigga slap you, you slap him back. We got, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, that's another story we'll get into later, another time. That
Right.
I want to, when I got the millions attention, because I know what God finna set up for me, I'm going to give them something they never heard. Farrakhan ain't never said this.
So what would you say to the, you know, to the kids, you know, that was on the same path as you growing up, 13, 14 in the streets?
What I would say
looking to get into
banging,
you know, gang banging. What would you tell a kid that's looking to join the gang right now and
that's what I
be
would
a part
tell
of that
any
lifestyle?
kid in the world. Get in position. Be a police officer. They're not gonna tell you that because they scared of who gonna say something about you or this that. Niggas don't validate my gangster. I validate my gangster. I tell my son to be a police officer, and I'm a American gangster. I don't want what I was. We have to stop begging and start putting our children in position. Lift your pants up. Go down, put in an application at that police force. Go down there to the fire department. Go put in an application to be a judge. Black folks got to get in line and stop begging. Every time your child goes, you want to blame the police. I'm not blaming the police for none of my actions. You understand? Because I'm responsible for my actions. Right. Always the police that, the white man this, the white man that. I don't honor none of that shit because you have a choice. So when I tell children, even the ones 18, 19, man, go down there to the police station and put an application in. Man, I don't want to be no police. Who raising you? Who raising you? Who telling you this garbage? Right. That's my mission.
That's dope,
because
man.
One thing for sure, my story real. I'm not no preacher standing in front of you that you didn't see his life unfold. Your ancestors can tell you about me. You can read my book. It's on Amazon.com called Let the Truth Be Told. At the end of that book, that's the mission I'm on. It's going to give you the jewels that I'm trying to get a world.
Let them know where they can let them know where they can buy the book at. Where can they purchase the book?
You can buy the book on Amazon.com called Let the Truth Be Told by my little brother Trayvon Hezelet. You can buy the book there and read it. Read it, and it's a true story.
That's dope. That's dope. So look. So that's dope, man. I appreciate this interview. But let me ask you though, what you think? What's your opinion on Charleston White, bro?
Man, Charleston White, I have no respect for Charleston White. He's not a community activist. He's a straight devil. Because he got good content. He's a very intelligent man. Don't get it twisted. But his mind is discombobulated because he's chasing money. He want to do right, but he keep coming over here to this money. When you talk about children dying, mothers dying, and that's not comedy no more. And if a motherfucker believe that's comedy, you need to be kicked in your motherfucking ass. That ain't no comedy. That's the devil.
Yeah, Charleston White, he be taking that shit far sometimes though.
That's the devil at his best. So Charleston White, man, nah, he X'd out. He don't get no love from me because he don't love the human race. I love white people. I love black people. I love blue people because I believe in one God, one us. I think for myself. I don't worry about what happened 15 million years ago. That can't bring love about. It's deep, but that's another story.
Right.
So yeah, we'll get to that. You know what I'm saying? On different occasions, I got a bunch of other platforms trying to get in tune with me. I just want to get things out. I want my life, my movie out. I want things. This is what I'm shooting for. And sometimes it takes a lot to get where you try to go. You know what I'm saying? So you can deliver your message. Because the rich folk, they're afraid of people like me.
So what could the people expect next from Stacy Brookshire, man? What you got in the works, bro?
I'm trying to get a club right now, man. I got some music artists I'm trying to put on. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out a couple artists out of Gary, Indiana, like Mutt Dog. Y'all go check out Mutt Dog, Antonio Gooseby, man, out of Gary, Indiana, from Fifth Avenue. one of the coldest rappers in our city. I'll shout out a youngster called TSE Rizzle, one youngster. He's a cold rapper out of our city. Y'all need to go check out TSE Rizzle, Antonio Groovy, Mutt Dog. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And let me see who else. Of course, my son, Little Soldier. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying, Brookshire Mafia, you know what I'm saying? That's us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
We're gonna check your son's music out at.
Huh?
Where can we hear some of your son's music at?
The Real Soldier, his Instagram at The Real Soldier.
The Real Soldier.
The Real Soldier. You know, I got
he got some music on YouTube.
Huh?
He got some videos and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, he do big numbers. That's Stacy Brookshire Jr. That's my son. He out in Atlanta.
That's dope.
He out in Atlanta.
You need to do a movie on your life, man. Turn that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm working on now, man. I'm trying to get the people to hear me. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get some film people. I got people that's in my ear, you know, coming at me. A lot of bloggers and different things. So I just got a chance to really get my foot in the door. I do want to give Crip Mac a shout out for responding. You know what I'm saying, and getting me going. You know what I'm saying. Even if he didn't know what he did a good thing.
Right,
you know so
right.
Shout out to Crip Mac. But I already had an arsenal of real gangster shit waiting anyway in the clip.
Right.
Shout out to Gary, Indiana. I love y'all. This ain't about me. This about us.
Man, I think it'd be dope, man, if you and Crip Mac came. Even if the boxing match doesn't even come to life, but I think it'd be dope if you and Crip Mac could come together and even, you know, do something for the community, do something for the youth, you know, talk to the kids in the school, or, you know, something dope. I think that'd be dope.
But he gotta make me respect him. He gotta fight me, do something. Somebody gotta fight me. I need to feel something. You know what I'm saying? Because
so what if he wants you to come to the 55th Street alley, man?
Next to you, you said you were gonna fight me, and then you talking about niggas. I don't fuck with customs. I'm be looking at you like, it ain't gonna fit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna fit because you said you don't do custom shit.
So it ain't gonna be right till you get the fade.
I gotta get the fade. If he don't give me the, and I hate to say it, if you don't give me the fade, just give me the blue rag or tap out. Say something. Tell the fans that you don't want to fight me. Because only reason it's so hard for him. Now Bricc Baby ain't got to fight because he ain't even said he won't fight. But I doubt if he ever do, because I don't think he crazy. I don't think he crazy crippin'. You know, so I think he just rapping and doing the internet faking like they all doing. Crip Mac made it hard for himself, man, because for where I'm from, teachers I got, the people that I come up under, like my daddy, the ballads, these bigger gangs, and the one way, you know, you got to stand on your business. See, one thing about me, they call me a rat when I know different situations, but can't not one person in my city that say I still didn't stand in the middle of Gary, Indiana, and said I'm willing to die. So that made me real. You can't say I ran. You can't say none of that. I was in this live. You can see my motion on my YouTube with all the gangsters, and you couldn't touch me because the love I saved on the street, they was willing to die with me. You ain't big enough. So can't nobody say that I ain't real because I stood on business. I stood up for what I believed in. You don't validate my gangster. It's what I try to tell the world. You don't tell me who I am. I tell me who I am. You're not God.
Right.
I said I stood in the middle of Gary, Indiana like this here. By myself. But an army of spirits that was ready to go to war with me. But the army that I run with, this is the way they taught me. If you don't stand up, then we can't stand up. But I guarantee you, if you would have put up on me, you would have never lived in Gary again. And I got that kind of juice to this day. I'm a real deal. I'm not here on no skit. I'm Stacy Brookshire, the real deal.
Let me ask you, how Mama Bear feel about you wanting to fade with Crip Mac? Can she put it together, or
Mama?
What position she play?
Mama Bear. God damn it.
You came off camera, Stacy.
Okay, hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just can't see you.
Damn, man, I don't want this motherfucker to fuck. I don't need the fuck to do. You want me to just talk and hopefully come back in? I don't want to, jack it off.
Yeah, go ahead. But answer. What position? How Mama Bear feel about you wanting to fight Crip Mac?
Mama Bear, she said her son was gonna whoop my ass. So she don't know what's the problem right now. I'm gonna let her explain all that to you. That's her politics of some lies they gave her that I know better.
Right. I'm gonna have her on the show. I'm gonna have her on the show too. I did the interview with Crip Mac's manager, Christopher Lovejoy 600. That'll be dropping tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna have you back on and get your response once all these interviews come through, and hopefully we can put this fight together, man. We're gonna see where we can go with this.
All right, get me back in the door, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Much love and respect. I gotta make some power moves.
Yep, we're gonna chop it back up. I'm gonna hit you a little later, bro.
Whitney Houston, man. Much love to the universe. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Till next time, man. Appreciate you coming on. Shots of Brown, baby.